I want to do something silly. I'm not British, but I could be if the Bridgerton casting team is watching. This week, I want to make my Bridgerton Regency ballgown come to life. The new season is coming out, and I thought it would be really funny if I could watch the entirety of it in the very leisurely outfit I'm about to make. Also, I never have my Halloween costumes ready on time, so let's get that done in January. So let's gather some inspo. The first thing I want to look at is some of the Bridgerton's cast costumes, because obviously this is where I'm going to be drawing my inspiration from, even if it's not the most historically accurate. Some of them are quite different from one another. Like, for example, Daphne's costumes, I can see it's always like light pastel-y colors. She also has this quite short bodice, which is not as popular, I think. For the other costumes, I really enjoy the dainty pastel colors. I see a lot of lace. Usually like the entire dress is overlaid with lace, which is wonderful. I think I do want to do that. I really like this like little sleeve as well, and all of the lovely lace overlay and embroidery. We have one little problem, which is the fact that lace, and especially like embroidered sparkly lace, is so expensive. I just took a look, and like if I order like 3 yards, oh my god, it's gonna be like $300. So I don't know if I want to do that. We might need to sacrifice some of the prettiness. So obviously I don't want to look like the Frederick does. No offense. The thing that worries me is that I have kind of like an olive skin tone, so any type of pastels don't usually work on me. For example, like with Kate, she used to wear a lot of like darker, richer colors, which I enjoy, but they're not like as princessy. You know, they just look more mature. I really like this dress actually. I think this image is the one I'm gonna draw the most inspiration from, because it's kind of the most accurate to what I have envisioned. Okay, let me cry in peace in silence while I order this very expensive fabric, and I'll see you guys when it gets here.
The time has come. Effect.
This song was one of the like 5 songs my mom used to have on her car CD, and I thought it was my favorite song because it was one of the 5 songs I knew when I was little.
So this is actually the lace I liked second most, because I thought the first one was giving a bit more modern than Bridgerton Regency, so that's why I chose this one. So I'm really nervous to open this up. For the main part of the dress, stuff it back in. I'm gonna do the reveal again. For the main part of the dress, we got this satin. I'm really sad pastels don't work on me, because this is like opulent. It's the opposite of what you imagine when it comes to princess gowns. I also gotta say this satin looks a lot more blue on video as it does in real life. In real life, it's this like emerald green. I really don't like how it looks on camera. Oh, is this... This isn't the right thing. Is it? Okay, it is the right thing. It just doesn't have the lace. Well, that's a bit of a trickery. This whole part is laceless. What the hell? What I'm really hoping is that the other side of the fabric has a beautiful lace-like ending, because that was kind of the whole point of getting the lace, so I don't need to finish the raw hems. But I don't know, maybe this is on this side. Let's hope that happens. Please, 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 please. They have tricked me, they have scammed me, they have done everything wrong. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work, it's gonna be fine. To print the pattern, I needed to cut down an entire forest, and to assemble it, I needed to employ my entire household. Yes, Mr. Fritz too. I really enjoyed seasons 1 and 2, but the last season, I think, felt a bit off for me. I don't know why, but the first and second seasons seemed way more realistic to me. I don't know if like the 2-part season messed things up, because I don't think they originally planned that, and it was a bit of an afterthought, and it messed with like the whole timeline and the tension building. At least that's what I thought. My favorite was definitely season 2, Anthony and Kate. I think they also got caught up in this whole fantastical world a bit too much, because what gave it this sense of reality was kind of the strictness of the Regency. I'm not gonna say it was like the most historically accurate thing in season 1 or 2, because it wasn't, but it definitely didn't have like acrylic nails and like really over the top. You know, even the costume work, which is incredible, I just thought it gave a bit too much like the capital versus regency. And so I think that kind of takes you out of the story a bit. And I'm really excited to see what they come up with for this next season, because Benedict is my favorite Bridgerton brother. So I'm gonna cut him some slack. Like, if this season is not as great as well, I'm gonna cut him some slack. But I am really, you know, I'm a Bridgerton, W-H-O-R-E. Would you like something to drink, sir? Tea or coffee? Tea or coffee? This entire pattern comes with a variety of different skirt options, sleeve options, and honestly, I was just so overwhelmed looking at it. So I decided to do the bodice first because it was the easiest to decide which one I'm gonna pick. Okay, now we have this for the chesticle area. Chesticle, testicle. Which I picked the one-third bodice because it's the least amount of work. Yes, girl, lazy girl hack. And I cut out the inner facing, the satin fabric, and also the lace overlay, and then I just stitched it all together, and voila. Please note that the fabric color is completely off. I'm gonna color correct it once I do the final reveal. So then I did the satin under, how is it called? Under the lining. I did the lining, and then okay guys, yesterday we finished the bodice. Yes? Check, check, check. The one issue I'm noticing with the bodice is the fact that this lacy netty fabric kills all the shine of the satiny fabric. Let me show you guys what I mean. Because if you compare this, which is the satin I bought for the dress, which is underneath the lace, it looks nothing like it. Like 0% of shine is coming through. So, I wish this was a back and forth, like I always say, because then I make stupid decisions on my own and I have no one else to blame. But, you know, that's what I'm gonna do right now, because I need to decide now. Look, here are the options. I can do this bodice and I can do regular silky sleeves. Maybe that would be ugly, maybe it wouldn't be. Also, I love how I'm wearing a striped sweater, so you can take all of these gorgeous patterns in. And then I could also do a regular skirt without the lace overlay, which I'm thinking maybe this could be it, you know? So we still get some shine. I could also do the sleeve in a lace, of course. Can you imagine? Ah, I'm naked. Can you imagine it if the entire thing was in lace? The other option we have is just to scrap the lace bodice. I don't know, maybe just do lacy sleeves and like a little embroidery here and there, and then just do a full-on satin gown. I think this is like quite chic, minimalistic maybe. It could look nice, but it doesn't have that pizzazz then. I don't know. Oh. No, I really don't know. I know it's not that tragic, but this is... Why am I out of breath? Do we lace? Do we not lace? To lace or not to lace? That is the question. Also, sleeves. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and like Photoshop a bit, a couple of different options, and then you obviously will see this after I've already made my stupid decision, and it's gonna be the wrong one. And then you can comment like, oh boy, I wish you did that. And I'm gonna be like, yes sis, I wish that too. Drumroll, verdict came in. I'm gonna do the satin skirt. Also, do you like my swimming cap? I have very greasy hair.
This bitch is ready to get stitched.
And now we're gonna attach the bodice like so.
You wanna see a little horsey? Hi, horsey. Let's go.
Also, every time you see me, I'm rocking a new look. This is taking way longer than I expected it to take, unfortunately. Really hope I post this before season 1. As you can see, this is how we're gonna be attaching the bodice, and then once we do that, we just have to place the lining. The only thing is, this is still quite tall this way. So what we're gonna be doing is, I'm gonna sew it like quite high here, and hopefully like that creates the drama and daintiness I wanted to create. The last thing we needed to pick were the sleeves, which I chose the capped sleeves because they looked the easiest to make. I also added like a bit of a lace trim, and if you're wondering what type of skirt I used a 3-part skirt, which, say it with me, used the least amount of fabric. Then just the lining, the zipper, and it was done. Looks remotely nice, which I'm really happy about. Okay, we got a dress on. I'm not gonna show it to you guys because I kind of want to do a Bridgerton inspired hairstyle with it, you know. I'm kind of thinking one of those Daphne's one-sided curls. Except the thing is, I'm really shit when it comes to like styling hair. So, you know, you might just get a very informal down. You know, down. I might even like show you a bit of an ankle. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I already redid this like 200 times and it keeps looking like a little dildo on the top of my head. Very opulent. Ugh. So, I don't know. Plan B maybe? Maybe I just did like this and I leave it in the Ariana Grande pony. I'm sorry, I'm just very untalented. I also have this, which I also bought for the, but I think this is like too much, right? Yeah, I think so. Maybe as a choker. This might actually work. I don't have like a very pricey necklace I could wear with this, so maybe like this. Oh my goodness, now this is a Regent girly. She is walking around with an unlit candlestick, reading books in all different directions, and fainting, of course. I apologize. This is what I could come up with. On a serious note though, I did enjoy making this dress. I thought the pattern was quite simple, but I did think I restrained myself a bit too much. For something that should be a fantasy, I think this is very simple. I should have gone for the first lace. I should have used the color, like who gives a shit? I don't even buy the color analysis stuff, so I don't know why I thought like if I bought a different kind of color, it just wouldn't work on me. That being said, I think this looks like a nice nightgown, and I will definitely wear it on Halloween, but I think I will give myself a retry in a year or two when, you know, the next season comes out, whatever. I really hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Thank you for doing so. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Oh, also enjoy the new season, bitch. Okay, bye. Welcome to my floor. I feel like Trisha Paytas whenever I'm sitting on my floor.